This isn't a real good place to get out. It's not a good place to get out at all. Okay, we got it. I wonder if they're going to have to eventually close this because it's dangerous. I don't think it's a real good place. If you back in, if you can figure out how to back in, yeah, then it would be fine. 706.9, it's 12:13. I went to Cascade Falls, and I made a wrong turn coming back up, and I went down to where the bridge goes over the river, here, this bridge here. And came back up, and I realized, hey, I could go over there and look around. And I found some rocks. They have Thompsonite here. Well, they had it at Cascade. They had it up on the mountain, so it makes sense that they'd have it on the shore. So I looked for rocks for a while on the coast. The Thompsonite seems like it's harder than the host rock, so it might be good for polishing. So I can pick some up. That was worth doing. I got movies of the falls and the beach. There's a fair amount of traffic that's coming through here. Some rock picking. I'm going to come home with a lot of rocks. I got another big one at Cut Face and a smaller one. And then I got a bunch of rocks here. They look a little different. We'll see what they look like when we hit them with the polisher. I grind them off a little bit. They look like, they stick out like frog eyes. The Thompsonite's harder than the whatever it's in. It looks different than the other stuff. The other stuff doesn't stick out like that, like little knobs. It could be that the host rock is softer, or it could be that the stuff inside is harder. I don't know. Or some of both. There's a few people at the park. There's a number of people at the park. I mean, there's some traffic here. This is actually the nicest time to come here. This is the best time to come here. It seems like there's no mosquitoes at all. There weren't any on the beach. There weren't any at the falls at all. No mosquitoes. I was worrying about mosquitoes, and I was worrying about the pollution. There might be some pollution. That might be why I'm having some sinus trouble. That might be what's causing it. But that's tolerable, I guess. Real bad, and for their forecast they indicated there'd be some, but that it wouldn't be real bad. But that might be what's bothering me a little bit. Yeah, these are good boots for doing this. They seem to have, they seem to be pretty waterproof. You can have the water wash right over them and they don't get wet. The only thing I think I should go home. Maybe I'm getting kind of tired. And I got all this amethyst. Kind of full of rocks. I got a big load of rocks. Week I could go to Michigan, or I could go in early September. I mean, I did spend quite a bit of money on this trip, so I'll have to assess. Maybe I'll have to this will be my trip. I went to Minnesota and I also went to Canada. Spent quite a bit of money on Amethyst. I mean, if I could stay one more night, I could go home by 13. Or I could do that on a separate trip. I could do it next year, or I could just do it later. But I did spend some money. I stayed 2 nights for free, though. And on one of the days I ate my own food. Yesterday. I should drink that milk. Maybe I should stop up here and have a swig of milk. That should be thawed out by now. It was still frozen yesterday. Caribou Trail. Lipson. That's where those mountains are. I saw those last time. For gas. I've got a full tank, so I could go all the way home probably on this. Not that I'm going to do that, but